Ayan daw, bula.
Boleh.
Es,
May uno es cream.
may ice cream eh. Naman ice cream break.
Iya.
Ha?
Uno es cream mata. Liu mata
Yeah.
ilo. Tui only think of Korea, and Korea only think of Tui.
Hey. Oh, sure.
I don't want to cream it.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm good. That's all.
You sure?
I get it.
Hey!
Okay, so we need to explain what's going on tonight. So there's a village that's close to us, and they're in the same Yavusa as us. So we have like our Matangali, which is Namulim, and we fall under the Yavusa Tamanimbuya. And so we, like obviously we're very closely related with them, and in this situation we bury their dead, right? And they also bury our dead, right? So what is it called tonight? The ring. Okay. And so what happens in English? Because I want to explain to you guys, because there's a lot of people who don't understand what happens in Fijian culture. Why does it take so long? Why is it this protocol and that protocol? So this is the relationship between our villages. We share one, the parent clan, I guess you can say, is, so we all fall under that. So what is going to happen tonight, basically? So we have all this stuff, cassava, dalo, and so we take it. Yeah. But we can only go through one. We go to one house there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to the chief of the big clan, right? The one that all of our small clans are under. So we can't go straight to him, right? Yeah. So we go through a channel, and we go to one of my grandfather's houses in that village. We then do we bring this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then they tell us. Usually we take it. You'll see it. We put outside the door. We go inside, and then they instruct us where we're going. Or
They'll come and they'll take us to the.
Oh, right. So they will meet us. We'll meet them, and then we'll go together. And then they will. Do they present on our behalf?
Yeah.
To the Turanya Busa.
Yeah.
And then the Turanya Busa, the big chief, he will tell us where we stay, like for the function.
Yeah.
What is our role in the funeral? Am I saying this right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
our role is already been decided.
okay.
Our role is to bury them.
Okay. Oh, so we don't have to. Yeah. That's weird enough.
We'll just stay there, and we'll just listen to them.
Okay.
We are not like in other. When other Banuas come in, they will be given task, given task to make clove or what.
Like
us,
this time you're doing that. This time you're doing that. But for us, with
no.
them, we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just go and wait.
Yeah, like when you go to the Sundua, like you are the most special people. You won't do anything.
Yes.
They won't give you anything to do.
Yeah.
Everything will done and provided by them, and they will look after you. Food and everything they will.
Because it's like an honor that we do this for them.
Yeah.
And same thing when they come to us.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So that helps. I mean, I'm explaining it because it's important that everybody understands why we do these things. It seems like, I guess in Canada and the U.S. and Australia, the body goes to a morgue, and then it goes to a funeral home, and then they prepare the body, they do all the stuff. The grave is dug by us. You pay somebody to do it. So this is how we share the roles, I guess. But this goes. Oh, how did it start? Do you know how it started that we bury them and they bury us? Do you know that's from generations? Yeah. Okay. So now we'll go and you guys will get to see the rest.
All right, what's happening?
Okay, so we all just arrived. So that's the house that we go to.
Okay.
Then they escort us usually to the shed where the Torneo Busa is sitting.
Okay.
So yeah,
Just waiting
that's
on-
our. I don't know,
Katumba.
Katumba.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
doorway.
That's our doorway to the Yabusa, to our the clan that oversees all of our small clans. So
Okay.
we go through this house, they escort us, and then we just chill until we have to sweat. But apparently, I heard there's this. We were talking about it and just joking about it, like, so we have to dig the grave. And you're like, well, maybe we just dig it tonight. But there's like some superstition, like if you dig the grave the night before and leave it empty overnight, like somebody in the village will die,
Really?
or somebody can die because you like left an open grave. So most of the oldies, they prefer if you dig the grave in the morning and bury it in the same time.
Okay.
Some old superstition, maybe. Or what?
But here,
Hey,
the
no, no.
superstition don't work here.
Oi,
You dig the grave tonight. Tomorrow again,
Dig some more.
dig some more grave. Dig the grave that's already there, and dig it again. Take out the bones inside. Clean, put it back inside, then bury it again.
some of it maybe came out in huge.
Talo ngamin na were.
Yeah.
King depths. Winaka.
So, mo. Alhamdulillah. Dah urang uar. Urang negeri una ambo.
Wah, sama tuh nga.
Murah.
Seret nga.
Ya kayo makaluong nga bitso ang bigyan mula mana. Hindi na. Mundo. Do. Naka.
Okay, so we just finished the protocol. So you guys would have seen us present what we brought to them, and they present a kind of like a sign of thanks back to us. And so we receive it, and then so they receive theirs, we receive ours, and there's different stages throughout the thing. I don't know if I'm actually gonna use this, but I'm trying to figure this out. Right. So the ladies now have taken the lead to the house where the body is being kept, and yeah, now we are supposed to exit, and we gotta go up to the house across the road. Yeah. So yeah, there's really no rush because, like you guys heard before, we don't have to. I mean, we don't have to do much up until the time of the burial. Size reference. Big one, eh? So he said his the guy who usually goes spear fishing.
Where are we going?
Just go grab some food, fast food.
Huh?
Walking back to the moon.
Can. Finished dinner.
Finished dinner?
So full.
Yeah.
And
What did you have?
Just one plate of bread for myself.
Oh.
So yeah, we had dinner. Then I sat at the shed It's called Watunuloa. And so it's kind of, we brought all of our stuff to our channel, right, into the village. Then all of the stuff from there is loaded back up, and it's then pretty much it's taken in this case because it's a bit far. So they drive it up to the Watunuloa, the shed where kind of all of the heads of the function are, heads of the village. And then they say, okay, in this case, they said, okay, take the truck to the kitchen and offload all of the dalo and cassava and fish and stuff like that. And so that's that, right? And so, yeah, and I might have touched on it before, but you guys saw our presentation with the two mats, one tapa or masi, and a tambu or whale's tooth that was given. And then kind of in like a gesture of thanks, they gave us a mat and a whale's tooth in this exchange, just to thank us. And so our Matangali and I believe Matangali Nakiko are the Nakiko is from this village, never seen Rua, and so we pray for the chiefly family in this Yavusa.
Oh, okay.
So the person who died is the wife of a gentleman from that clan, the chiefly
okay.
clan, yeah. And so, yeah, like it's like Kroy said, and I actually just learned this tonight. To be honest, I'm not trying to be like I know all this stuff. I'm learning as we go here too, guys. So, you know, we're actually very special. So people who pray in the funeral for the other people, when they come, you're very special. So the clan that's in charge of burying the dead for the other people is like when you come, it's like that's the special people. They don't have to do anything, and they actually we usually even get given like food to take home with us as well. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. So now we just stop at this house chilling, having some more tea, and yeah, gonna go home and sleep well for sure. So I guess we'll pick this up in the morning, probably around 4:30 a.m. I guess. Are you up for waking up?
Yeah, I'll set my alarm from 2 o'clock.
We'll see you in the morning. Morning. Okay, so we are at the grave. We started digging a little bit late, but yeah, got the boys here. The soil is like really clay, right? So it's pretty hard to dig. So we have to use the fork and we have to use the shovel. But when there's lots of people, so what they're doing actually for this one is they're filling up all the bags, filling up the sacks, and then so all we have to do is just like dump the sacks out when it comes time to do the burial. So it makes it a bit easier instead of like shoveling everything in. So yeah, we got maybe 1 more meter to go, and then we'll be good. So we got to bring all those rocks from over there, over here, to pile on the new grave, and then we'll be finished. But many hands makes for light work, so very helpful to have lots of boys. So as we were digging, some of the boys were saying, man, imagine if you could bring one kato, like a backhoe digger to do this job. Like, how fast it would be, like probably like 3 scoops and it would be finished. But that led me to think, like, I'm not far off. Like, actually Hamza at Global Machinery, he's selling these bull attachments, and so you can just connect it to the back of the tractor, and it turns into an excavator, or like a digger. So you could make a tractor into one of those, right? But so like, I'm not far away from, having one of those, one day, right? Yeah. And if I then like went and like say in our village, if I started digging the grave, or people know when there's machinery, they start using it, right? Yeah.
And so like, how does that change the tradition of like what's happening here, right? It's not far off like from technology changing this situation like very drastically, right? And for how is it actually important? Because one day like we will have these kinds of machines in the villages, and like what if we just dig our own grave? You know, how important is it actually that we like help each other in this way, that we maintain this part of our culture? Like I'm just seeing like things like this, something like this, it seems simple, is threatened to be lost if we don't actually protect it and say, no, we don't want to use technology or, you know, machinery to dig this thing. This is part of our culture where we dig it for each other, right? I mean, it's just a thought I had. Like, it could be innocent seeming, like, I want to help out. Like, hey, can we use your digger? The same way that I have that post hole, that earth auger,
Right.
to drill for the fence posts, right? Technology can change things. It has changed things a lot in the village, you know? Like before, like I always say, you know, we didn't have running water before, right? So like a few times a week, all the ladies would be down in the river, right, with the kids, and that was like a huge community thing. Once we started getting water, finished. We have our sinks, we do the laundry at our own homes. That part of community is gone forever. And that is technology, right? Running water. So, I don't know, it's just a thought. I was like, it could, is it important? I'm asking you guys, like, is this something that's important? It feels like it is. And it feels like something that could be innocently lost from culture and traditions if we don't actually choose to protect it. Is it important? Let us know in the comments.
All right.
Okay, there we go. So now we go have breakfast. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
I'm not even really hungry.
Yeah.
But then we just wait. Probably go back
Shower.
home and shower, and then come back. Get dirty again. So what's the decision? Do you actually put on nice clothes, or do you just wear like your swag?
Your best clothes.
Huh?
Your Lululemons shorts.
Hey.
Barra.
So, spent the last. It's funny because we're like 10 minutes from town. Not even. And I was like, no, let's not go because like in 1 hour we'll be burying the body. I didn't think like the church service started in like an hour, and then the church service of course didn't start till like 45 minutes late. So we're basically at like an hour 45 minutes, and now it's an hour since then. So we've been here for like 3 hours now. Just relaxing on the veranda. I could have used the breakfast though. I was we had barra. That's the first time I had barra. I should have just. I didn't know. Actually, I don't know what's the usual setup. Like, I guess it depends. Like, I thought like they would have a tea here.
They probably had breakfast.
Maybe I was supposed to. I should have just brought some bread, like from town. But for the boys, maybe we just missed breakfast.
Yeah, I think
So
I did.
we're just chilling. They're singing right now, so probably the end of the service. So we're gonna go and start doing the burial part soon. Yeah, you're gonna have a fun time getting shots with all the people, eh?
Oh yeah.
Crowded.
Get some slow-mo.
Get some slow-mo, yeah. Showing you guys the funeral part of the whole process. This is just like my role, our role in this funeral. So there's a whole another part that's happening in the church right now, like the process, you know, the funeral and what's being said. But this is just what our role is with the digging of the grave and the burying.
So just so you guys know, there's a lot of other stuff that happens behind the scenes. Just our role in the funeral. Okay, church service just finished. Everybody's starting to come up from the church down there. So with the mat here. So the mat will just wrap around the casket and then put it inside. So gonna get dirty now.
Kau suatu kokil. Kode mina tawa sekenda, mana lolo mai Kristo. Akara rawali, sena luma, sena tau beba kata dani, sena tau singa. Isani mami tungan singi dindai, napinga no takilai sakot kung mani bola, kurang meka kuasa men. Marmaya.
Naka.
There's a protocol apparently after we do the body, after we bury, that, and maybe you guys can verify this for me, but my talevu, my dad's older brother, was telling me that there's a protocol, especially back in the day, where they actually give it. We come down here, they give us like some food, like lovo food, and it's like a permission to go bath because like you're all sweaty and dirty after this kind of thing. And so they say, here's your thank you for what you've just done. You guys are free to go bath in the river or in the house, and then come back and finish the function. So I don't know actually what that's called, but so now they're gonna bring some food and just thank us, and there'll be usually things that we take back to our villages with us and stuff before, especially back in the day. Oh man, I just can't remember the name of it, but there's actually like a protocol that was given to people so that they could eat as they traveled back home, because you know it used to take days, right, to get back home. And so what's the name of it now? I can't remember. I'll come back at you guys with that though. But yeah, so now they get given food, they just take it home in containers, and it's like maybe you don't really need to make that much food for people to just take home, but traditionally it was so that we could take it and have food as we went back home to like sustain us as we traveled. So now we're going for lunch. They're waiting for us.
Hey! Ikan kerap dikawin. Dua susong. Tapi apa kamu ni benar? Kenapa ni beba orang ay? Kena beba kami ni. Cuma bagi ambulan mana? Hey, Dina. Mundur. Do. Kenapa?
Can't wait to eat.
Ready. Not really much for food in the morning. Sweating like that. What time is it right now?
It's after 1.
After 1?
Yeah.
So it's time. Have a bit of a chow. A bit, just a little bit. Huh? Not much.
Dia sakit ngabur wan bernisu.
Chili. Chili and lemon. Chili and lemon.
And Leaky, he was awake before we left the house this morning. So just seeing all the kids there with us, like some of my uncles and my cousins brought their kids, not for any reason in particular, but just to experience, so that they start asking questions. It's the same thing as when you bring your kids to church, right? And they start asking questions about like, what is communion? Why do you do this? And then those conversations lead to other things, and in this case, things that would kind of maintain the culture, asking questions about why. Like the house that we were in at the start of this video that we visited, where we all sat around and did the protocol, that is, there's channels. That's our channel into, to the Yahusa, right? We have to go there. If something comes from from our, Tui Maduata, it goes to the Turan Yahusa there, then comes through that house. Like say if somebody dies, right, from the Tui Maduata, it goes to the king of our big clan, then it comes to that house we were in, and then it will come to our village. And so it's just so cool, learning all these different pathways, these things that are important in our culture. And it's something that we have to consider too, technology is threatening all of these things, like what I mentioned about the digger and stuff like that. So we have to decide what are the important parts of our culture. I think community and maintaining the sense of community is huge. Unfortunately, us as humans, we seem to be a lot better at adapting rather than preparing and preventing. Take for example, whatever you want to call it, climate change or wars or economic situations. A lot of times we just end up adapting, and that's where our inventions come from, rather than preserving. So we have to do a really good job of that as a culture in Fiji. But I thank you guys so much for joining us on this one. I know there was a lot of talking. There was a lot of protocol stuff going on. We appreciate you very much. If you guys want to grab some of the merch, go check it out. wakafarms.com/store. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.